there is the issue of working with women. What we then did as a DAO, we also have another wing. We call it a wing. We've got a wing for youth, which is called Zidao Youth Hub, and also have the Zidao Women Forum. So as for women, we've actually done tremendous work through assistance from other partners so that the women themselves, they are now empowered. For example, I'll give you an example that we've got what we call a community beneficiation model that we designed as the DAO, whereby the women themselves are involved in self-help groups, or in our own language call them mikando. And these ones, how unique were they? They were like doing the goats, what do you call it? They were like donating the goats, and every month they buy the 10 per group, they buy 10 goats, they give another person. Then the next month they do that to another person. So at the end of the day, this program managed to benefit at least 70 women through that work. And only that on its own, we are so glad about it. Then we also have the issue of the youth, or should I say, the environmental child rights that we do. We also managed to establish some environmental clubs in the area, in the Ward 29, Ward 30, Ward 3, Ward 5, where these areas are affected by mineral resources. And to us, it's something that's good. Already, we find that children on their own, they are able to demand their rights. And lastly, if you look at that as well, through Zela, I'm sorry, I always mention Zela because it's one of our major partners, where they were able to train us to be trainers of, to be environmental child rights defenders. What does it mean? It's like, it's a stage whereby we say, us as whether they are youths and also as monitors, we are able then to say, these are the rights of the children that needs to be observed. We go on there, we teach them in schools and so forth, and that already is bringing some results. You talk of teenage pregnancy, you talk of these other challenges of drug abuse, you talk of all those, some children were actually running away from school, going to the mine. And that on its own, we're trying to educate them, no, go back to school. These things are what weren't. It's really bearing some fruits. And on the issue of women, let me start with women. With me, women from Ward 3, 5, 20, 29, and 30, we've actually managed to work with more than 1,000 women, taking like for the past 4 years. And this, I can give you a proof. For example, you can see our influence. Last year, we held the International Raw Meals Day in Ada Transouth. That was in October. And we managed to attract more than 1,200 women once. So you can see our influence. Of course, we're in partnership with Ministry of Women Affairs and Gender, and also these other Ministry of Education, they come, and other partners will come. So it was a one-day event, but we managed to attract more than 1,200. So the rest, you can imagine that it can be even more than 2,000, 3,000 in other areas. Well, this was only one word that we did.
Yeah, basa rangu mune tosvika mashandiro andoita munyaya dzevechidiki. Takaita research in 2021 neZimbabwe Environmental Law Association. That research yanga iri kuda kuona kuti mining iri kukanganisa zvakadii kodzero dzevana mumarange, atinoti ma-environmental child rights. So takaita tsvagurudzo iyoyo ikabuda ichiratidza kuti mining ine a lot iri kukanganisa kuma-environmental children's rights, right to education, right to clean and safe environment, right to shelter, water, clean and safe water. So tadaro, that research yakatiratidza kuti vana, they are mostly affected than ma older people kumarange. So that research yoyo ndo yakaita kuti tichiona kuti no, whilst we are concerned nema rights evanhu vakuru, vana vedu isusu, the future generation, vatove at risk. And ndakabva ndadevelopa interest yekuti no, something needs to be done. So kubva ipapapo we formed on Child Youth Network, takutoresponda kunyaya dzema-environmental child rights anga akuaffectwa. Vana vari kutadza kuenda kuchikoro, nyaya yekuti zvikoro zvakabviswa, vana vari kutadza kuwana mvura yakachena, vamwe vacho vari kutravel long distances kundowana mvura kuchiado. So that's what triggered us kuti tinge tichimirira ma-rights evana.
Currently, we are working in Mutasa and Mutare Rural. So currently, we are working with about around 500 women in those districts.
Right.
And we are anticipating more. But we want to thank Publish What We Pay because they include women in their work and work with women very well, because some of our women are appreciating what we have done with Publish What We Pay.
All right.
There are so many issues, like issues to do with mining. There are activities of illegal mining, and it has affected the children, more so those who are school going age. They are also subjected into joining this because of poverty. So we are running a program. It's a continuous thing where we try to address this collectively with traditional leaders, with the school heads, with even the mining companies, to say, what can you please come up with projects that can also benefit the children, so that they won't resort. They must put their concentration on education, because that's their only way of successive survival. Yeah. So we are working very much hard along those lines. And of late, we used to have difficulties in engaging mining companies. So as we speak, we have written to mining companies with all the CBOs, even those that are not in a member of Publish What You Pay, because it's part of our community. We don't leave anyone behind. So we're trying to bring anyone so that we have a lasting solution to these endless problems in our community.